Good evening, everyone. It's Anthony Wall Street Trader. It's 7:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. It's Labor Day here in the States, September 6, 2021. Before we get into Quant is a user-requested crypto they wanted me to cover, and I'm going to cover it right now. This is not financial advice. The video is intended for educational purposes only. Click the subscribe, click the bell, click the thumbs up, share the video, but click the thumbs up too so that we get the awareness out there. Twitter.com link below if you want my intraday updates. Now let's go straight into Quant. What is the Quant Network? So let's go into it. So this is the Quant Network site, and basically talking about the fact that what they're really offering is an API gateway. It's a developer toolkit to allow companies, big companies, enterprises, whatever you want to call these things, giant private enterprises, to connect into other DLTs or distributed ledger technologies. So I think everyone needs to know, like, it's not like, these companies can just go out there and connect to anything. They actually have to use, they either have to build a connection and, for connectivity, or they could just leverage an API gateway tool. And that's really important. So they definitely ease that burden on the development team to focus in on the more business logic types of things and get rid of all the connectivity aspects and get it out of the way for them. So at least the connectivity stuff is solved by this company. Now let's go take a look at the price action. Price action right now, we're at 333 on the Quant US dollar pair. I have had to use the Tether one from KuCoin. Unfortunately, there's not many Quant US dollar pairs that go out this long. But if I zoom out here, this is kind of a pretty strong line of support right now, but it's a big distance from here to here. It's almost it's from going from 333 down to 150 at that line. Now, a couple of things why I'm not sure that it would hit that line anytime soon, but you never know in the long term. But short term wise, it looks pretty strong. This is also Quant Tether coin, so we definitely have a nice strong line, even strong line of support here, looking really, really good. Now, what's really interesting also is the Quant to Bitcoin pair. And that usually gives us a clue in terms of where the US dollar version of the Quant will go. So let's take a look at that. Here's the Quant to Bitcoin pair, or QNT BTC, up at the top right there where my cursor is. Now, what do I see here? Well, I see something incredibly bullish going on here. Let's go take a look at what that means. Now, what do we see here? This is a flag. This is a classic flag pattern. And I don't know why I can't seem to get to be able to lift this thing up, but whatever. This is insane. Yeah, I can't move okay, there we go. So basically what it means is you have a flagpole, and then you have kind of a flag, and you see how it's filling in the flag. Now, what generally means is that once we break the flag resistance, which is this top line here, once you break it, you go up half the distance of the flagpole. Now, assuming Bitcoin stays the same, any increase in the Quant will have the same impact on the any increase in the Quant Bitcoin pair in percentage terms will have the same percentage return on the Quant US dollar pair. So let me just remove the complexity and let's just get right down to the numbers. Now, if we were to exit right here, right now, 6502, so let's just take half the flagpole first, and we'll talk about percentages. I've already done this. This went from 37 to 74. 37 to 74 is a 100% difference. So half the flagpole, half the distance of the flagpole is 50%. So we could expect, if this classical pattern of this classic flag pattern does come into fruition and the outcome is the way a lot of people think of it, then 50% above would basically mean 50% more than where we are right now. We're at 333. So 333, it's about 165. 165 on 333, and I'm doing this on a piece of paper. Could you believe it? 498. We'd be almost at $500 if this thing resolves the way it should. So, take a look at this. Definitely set your stop limit orders. This is a risky trade here on a real short-term basis, just given the way this line looks down here. There's a lot of space in between the top of this where we're trading now between 334 and all the way down. So I put some slightly tight stop loss orders like down here somewhere in the 300 to 290. It's I think you can make some money here, but again, please do your due diligence. This is not financial advice, and this is definitely a risky trade, but could turn out to be pretty good. Anyway, we'll track this one for sure. Talk soon, everyone. Bye.